Welcome back to Generation Sex. Here we have our guest, Merin Johnson. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
How you guys doing? My name is Merin L. Johnson. I'm the author of Bedroom Eyes, Life and Wars of Exotic Dancers, and Safe Sex.
So, we know that you were HIV positive. Can you tell us what your attitude towards sex was growing up?
Attitude towards sex was I was promiscuous. I had unprotected sex all the time. I wanted to be the jock, and I just didn't really care when I was young. But now it's a prevention, and I wanted everybody to understand it now that you have to be aware now, and you have to know what you're doing, or it could be fatal. So I don't want anybody to die over this because we don't have to now.
So did you have any conversation with your partners about protection or STDs or even HIV at the time?
When I was young?
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, no, that didn't cross my mind because I just felt that once I started talking about it, it would leave. So I did not even say anything about it, and I just wanted to get to the point where we were going to go to, is having sex. And being ignorant at the time, and that really cost me a lot of friends and a lot of relationships. And so I didn't really say anything. I just wanted to roll with the flow.
So would you say you had a good sexual education growing up, or did you feel it was lacking in anything?
My sex education classes and when I was talking to my parents a lot, I mean, I grew up in a good household. We went to church 5 times a week, and we were talking a lot about sex. They were always telling me preventative ways of doing it, but I just didn't want to listen to my mom. It's like all the youngsters nowadays didn't want to listen to mom, don't want to listen to mom and dad. They just want to do what they want to do. And nowadays, you do what you want to do now, could cost you.
Okay. So I heard you said earlier that you started getting into drugs when you were in your 20s. How did that affect your sex life? Anyway.
Oh, I was actually younger with marijuana, the gateway. And after that, I just started experimenting more and more cocaine and marijuana, drinking. And that really escalated my sex life because of the euphoria of the fun and the atmosphere just took over. And I just felt that, this is what I wanted to do as a youngster. I wanted to have as much sex as I could. But now I just look back at it and just realize how ignorant I was.
So how do you confront people now that you have HIV?
My attitude now is very bold, and I will let you know right in your face that I have HIV, and I'm not scared to tell you, and for you to be preventative and just to help you out. But my boldness could save you.
So how did you go about telling your kids this?
I slipped it to them because with my children, I didn't want my children to run from me. So what I did was I found the right times to tell them, and so they would sit down and we could talk and have a good relationship, good communication. And that's the key, is the communication with your children. And I told my oldest and my 17-year-old, and I just said, hey, Dad has a sickness, and I would like you to be aware about it. And I told him, hey, I got HIV. Dad's not going to die, and as long as you stay preventative, you won't get it. So I just really told him out. I slipped it to him, but I actually told him boldly also.
So can you explain what a viral load is and what yours is currently?
Oh, my viral load is very low, and I have right now. My viral load is 36 or something like that, and my CD4 count is 1,001.
So is that good or bad?
That's good.
Okay. How long have you been living with HIV?
I actually been living with HIV for 2.5 years right now, and I'm feeling great, feeling healthy, and I just want to get out here and just let everybody know the awareness now because I have it, and it slowed my life down. It made me more aware, and it made me more, more acceptable towards what people's attitudes are nowadays. So if somebody comes to me and have a bad attitude because what I have, it's not my problem, it's theirs.
So how did you react when you first found out you were positive?
Oh, I was shocked. I was blown away, actually. It took me by storm. I just felt, I was ignorant about it. I just felt that, man, this couldn't happen to me. Why is it happening to me? You know, and not really concentrating on the positives about it. I was distraught. And it broke me down for a minute. Broke me down for a quick, probably about a month or two. I sat around and I got depressed, and it just, I wasn't feeling right, you know, until I had a conversation with my dad, and he really encouraged me to keep living, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm living, and I'm living strong.
Okay. So how would you say? So what are you doing now that you feel like your life is on track and you've got your viral load good and your CD4 count good? What are you doing now?
Right now I'm staying healthy by eating the right things. I'm staying healthy by abstinence, patience, having patience with people, you know, and I will continue my prevention, and just to make more youngsters aware and older people aware that this is not a death sentence anymore.
Now, I also hear you're an author. So, do you have some of the books here to tell our viewers about?
Yes. I'm the author of Bedroom Eyes, Life and Wars of Exotic Dancers. I have Volume 1, Bedroom Eyes, Life and Wars of Exotic Dancers, and Volume 2. You know, you can pick these up on Amazon.com or ASAPublishingCompany.com. And a great read, as HIV/AIDS awareness is in here also, because one of the guys contracted the HIV virus. I'm not going to tell you too much more. You just got to go and read the book and find out for yourself. But it's a good read, and I would like for more people to be more informative about, you know, their status.
Okay, so how are you going out with your community, with your status now? I heard you're giving presentations as well?
Yes. As many presentations as I can. I want to be able to reach thousands or even millions of people, because this thing, we can beat this, and we have been beating this for a while now. All we need to do is build more prevention out here, and for more people to go and take their medication. Medication is the key, you know, and they have more and more medication now they're researching, and that's the key. So if we can keep the prevention out there and awareness out there, and more youngsters going and talking to each other before sex, we can really wrap this thing up.
Do you have any final message for our viewers?
Yes. What I would like to tell the viewers who's listening right now or looking is, it's not a death sentence anymore. I'm living right now, and I'm going to continue to live until God brings me home, not because of my ignorance. So I'm blessed to be a blessing. So if you're thinking that, oh, I don't want to go because I don't want to know my status, then you're ignorant. I would like for you to know so you won't kill anybody else.
All right. Well, thank you for having time with us today.
Thank you.
It was great talking to you.
God bless.